After attaining an evening meal, the party decided to get some rest before either attempting to enter the sealed building, or let it be. Will they decide to enter the Howling Tower? Can they possibly survive what evil lurks behind those webbed walls? Find out now on Heroes Play.
Right. Words of a certain DM.
Tell your story.
It will kill.
So what you need to decide basically at this point is whether or not you're actually going to attempt to break into this room or you're going to move on to the west side of the map.
How attached to you are your character?
Well, if it is something dangerous and then could escape and hurt others, we should definitely do something about
And
it.
don't forget us, because we're still here.
Yes, of course.
It's going to hit us first.
Indeed.
We're in this building, yes? Sorry, triangle building.
We are.
Here.
We were out. There was a tower,
This is
and
my
then
loose map.
Yeah.
there was a tower, and then there was like a shed, and the shed is where we're at.
I'm going to take a closer look at the tower itself before we go anywhere else.
All right.
I want to see what kind of bindings or other things are used to keep whatever's in this tower.
Like, is it only stopped by the
Spiderweb
encased? Because this was the most encased building we've seen.
Yeah.
Correct.
To the point where the spider webbing goop that sort of forms the building material that you've seen used for the roofs was actually used to seal the doors and the windows shut.
Makes me think there's something that the spiders don't like. That's why they sealed it up.
Yes, well.
Taking a walk around the place, you don't see any mystical bindings.
Okay.
There's nothing. It appears to be all physical in its mechanics for how it is locked inside.
So if there are no mystical bindings on it, I'm going to take the 10 minutes to detect.
Good call.
To make sure that...
All right.
We'll stand guard.
You stand guard.
Well, he does that. I'm going to spend the 10 minutes to get the unseen servant in case we need him.
Okay.
Good call.
Froggington's back.
Froggington's back.
The protagonist.
Froggington's
The
back.
skunk is the
Gonna be
antagonist.
in trouble.
Froggington is the protagonist.
Gotcha.
All right.
The hero of our story.
Froggington's back and it's gonna be in trouble. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah.
Are you done?
Are you done now? Okay,
I like that you did it. None of us acknowledged it, so you felt the need to do it again.
Keep going, yeah. So we're just gonna.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna make sure that my point gets put across.
Yes.
All right.
And as I'm spending most of the time detecting, I'm actually talking to myself while I'm doing this and just kind of speaking out loud about the different things it could be and kind of rambling on at everybody else. It's like a magical jargon.
Yeah, well, I know you know what you're doing, so I'm just keeping watch.
I'm gonna
to make
listen
sure
for like the most terrifying thing that he says it could be, and just like fixate on that. Be like, guys, he said it could be that. Whatever.
Imagine. Could you imagine we'd be ripped from limb to limb?
What do you think the most terrifying thing you could be is?
Yes, of course. And if it isn't, the size of the tower may not be appropriate for it, but it could be an aboleth. Horrible, horrible creatures. And I'm not talking to anybody directly. I'm just speaking to myself.
Guys.
Yes.
He said it's an aboleth.
Oh, you gotta watch out for those.
It would visit horrors upon you that you would not be able to fathom without going mad. And then continue on.
Guys, we're gonna go mad.
They're
It's gonna be great.
They're giant black rectangles.
That is terrifying.
What do you mean?
How do you know which side's the face?
It has no face.
That's the terrifying thing. You don't know where to look at it.
It's what taught us weaponry.
Wait, which eye do I look in? Like,
Yeah, pick one.
So,
Come on, 2001?
Yes.
Anybody?
Oh, yes.
you remember my
Do you want
joke?
us to just start acting like
How
a
we
bunch of
glazed
apes
over
and
it?
just...
Ruined it.
I ruined it?
You ruined
I'm sorry.
Alaris, you finally finish.
Is that his sister?
That is not my name.
Alaros.
Thank you.
Sorry. Alaros, you finally finish casting the Detect Magic. You don't sense any active magics. And really, again, there doesn't seem to be any arcane thing going on here.
Okay.
The doors aren't even thick enough, really, to get in the way of detect magic. So,
Wow.
no, they're good solid doors, but they're wood, and it takes like 3 feet of wood to stop detect magic.
Yeah.
They're not anywhere near that thick.
It seems as though the creature that is locked away in here is either not very powerful or dealing with very irresponsible spiders.
Well, I mean,
There are no magical bindings upon this tower, therefore whatever is inside
the aboleth.
may not be aware of our presence.
So we might have some kind of surprise in the aboleth that we believe is in here. Or that you believe is in here.
Baker,
Indeed.
can we still hear the screams
That's
coming
my
from
question.
the tower?
Oh, yes. The screams are still well in evidence.
Well, whatever was screaming did not die overnight. So
Yeah.
I think
this
we're
thing
going
is
in.
either extremely cruel or it's just loud.
It's a fair assessment.
Maybe it's yawning. It's
As a
very
major
loud
motion
yawn.
picture has pointed out, spiders are afraid of basilisks. That's what's in there.
Yeah.
And also, I would like to say, no more spiders, ever.
Oh,
After this.
but we're in a spider-like
After
infested... Okay.
this, idiot.
Okay.
So, what are you going to do?
I think we're going to find a way to...
It's nice you're in full
Get in.
character tonight. I like it.
Well, I, for one, would be interested in testing my metal against the creature.
Wow. One night's sleep and he's a totally different person.
Weird.
It was an intellective hour. It was in my head, that wasn't me.
That explains quite a bit. Was it a triangle?
A rhombus.
I knew it. I knew it. In my head, I was saying it too. I'm like, please say it. Please say it.
It's creepy when it happens, folks. It happens often.
Aren't we the two races that aren't supposed to get along?
Yes. And I'm a fighter. And I go, Rumbus, what the?
Zio just looks back and forth. Wait. Yeah.
We are
Human?
not your parents. It's not even physically possible.
Jill would like to examine the encrust door, because before we've seen hinges holding the doors on.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
this is encased
Yeah,
more
you-
heavily.
You will probably have to force these doors open. The hinges are not... It's like the doors have been plastered into place, so you're going to have to break the webbing, the plaster first, before you have any chance of removing the doors.
Looks like we'll need to muscle this one. Corvin?
Yep.
I thought we burned it.
Last time.
Last
but
time.
This is thicker.
This looks way
Yeah,
worse.
so we set up brush underneath the door and let it burn for a few minutes before we attempt to burst through it.
Seems like a waste of time. You can just bust down the door. It's more exciting.
So we are busting down the door.
Oh, God.
Well,
you just want a good
well,
story.
Corvin is.
Well,
'Cause,
yeah.
Wait,
let's be
whoa,
honest.
We have decided to enter the tower.
Yes.
Yes.
Firebolt. Firebolt, firebolt, firebolt. All day. Until the thing disappears.
All right. So,
5 hours later.
Alaros
I can see a
begins...
keyhole.
We've gotten 1 inch deep.
Alaros begins bathing the door in flames. The plaster substance itself doesn't seem to be quite as flammable as normal.
Really?
It is still... It burns, just not quite as quickly.
I'm going to want a chunk of that.
So you take a little bit of time to...
little sampling.
I take a little bit of time, take out my dagger, and just kind of work at getting myself a nice, good chunk of it that remains solid.
You are very successful in getting a good chunk.
And that is going in the pouch.
Now all of his belongings are now stuck to it.
Stuck to it.
He's
I
now
pulled
this.
out everything at once.
Pull it out of the spell component. I cast all of my spells with this master component that I've created by just sticking everything to a friggin' ball.
You're going to be so mad at yourself when it turns out that the little section you caught was actually contained an egg sac for these spiders.
I am aware
So, like,
of the...
when we've moved on and we're like nowhere near any spiders for a long time, all of a sudden just like hundreds of them are going to pour out of your bag.
While I'm talking and not even paying attention to it, and talking about some magical approach.
And these
while the
creatures
spiders
eat-
are just like on the side of my
crawling
face, and
up
like,
your face.
Elros. Oh, spiders!
These creatures eat their
Quick!
wounded.
Quick, firebolts!
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry.
Thunder wave.
Actually, that would work.
Spiders.
Pick out the time.
Oh, lovely.
All right.
DM should totally make a mental note and make that happen one day.
I'm going to wrap that in cloth, and then... Yeah.
Probably a good choice. You finally start to... you're actually starting to burst through the door.
Cool.
As the material of the door itself, from repeated flames, is severely weakened. At least until the final thin sheen of the door itself bursts forth. And out, oozing through the holes of the doorway, is this horrible, screaming
No, Firebolt is
creature
range, idiot.
with
There is no way I'm doing that.
All right. Well, then.
eyes all throughout its oozing gelatinous form, mouths just placed chaotically and erratically everywhere. And I'm going to need...
Arcana. Can I do that now?
Can do it now.
You may be
Well,
struck with horror first.
First, you're going to have to give me a wisdom saving throw. We're going to go around the table, starting with Zio. that feels like a
3.
fail. Okay.
Yeah, I have wisdom.
Alaros?
Right.
I'm not
So do I.
confident in this endeavor. That's a 6.
Till.
Oh.
That is a 21.
Yay, one of you survived.
That's not that creepy.
10.
One of us survived.
10. And Nadia
I'm so
will get a
dead.
19.
It's just a bunch of mouths and eyes, guys. Calm down.
You are 10, 15 feet away from this thing. You're fine. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what happens now.
We're also
But I'm
going
ready
to we're also going to have initiatives. So again, Zio,
15. Okay.
Alaros,
Not totally in trouble.
15.
okay, we'll get to the roll off in a moment. Till,
21.
Oh, I was going to say it would be Cosmo for 15.
Corbin,
14. Missed it by 1.
If it's a madness effect, that's going to be fun to roleplay.
Nadia will also get a 14.
Roll off central, guys.
Oh, she got a 14 too?
Hold on one second.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were
First roll off, Zio and Alaros.
65 cents.
Zio, what'd you get?
7.
You are in perfect condition tonight. So your other rolls are crap. Your attack rolls are going to be spot on tonight.
Corbin, you and
Let
Nadia.
us only hope.
I got a 16.
She got a 3.
Okay.
So, first, the failed wisdom save.
Yeah, that.
Which Zio and Alaros failed, while Till and Nadia, flying colors, you just barely.
Really?
You hit the DC exactly.
Fucking 10.
So,
Sorry, maniacal laugh.
for this next round coming up,
Insert maniacal laugh.
you
here.
cannot take any reactions until the start of the round after this. And when your turn comes up, we're gonna have to roll a d8 to determine what happens.
Oh, crap.
Oh, wonderful.
But
So you just fireball yourself and kill everybody.
I'm
It's
so
great.
excited to see what happens.
Me too.
My character's actually pretty excited about this too.
The anticipation.
New experiences.
all right,
Awesome.
You, Till, since you're slightly more mentally together at the moment, you also note that the ground around the thing, there's some sort of bizarre warping effect, and it's becoming thick and pudding-like almost.
Gross.
Do you think that thing in your pocket is it?
Within 10 feet of the creature, which will
It's not
be
spider silk?
Corvin,
Oh, that's
Zeo,
gross.
and Froggington.
Still.
Froggington, no!
At the start of your turn, you will have to make strength saving throws.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
But first, Till, you're up.
You've seen eyes and mouths. Does it have ears to be mocked?
And I mean, I need to test that out before I can try something more powerful.
I
on
would
it.
think. Logically. Strategically.
How do you mock this thing, though?
You are disgusting, Sam.
Your tongue is where your ears should be, and your ears are where your eyes should be.
Ghostbusters 2. You horrible, obnoxious blob! You're nothing but an unstable molecule!
What do we do, Till?
Sorry.
Honestly, I think like you just be like passive aggressive at it. You're like that's not even that many mouths. And I'm gonna viciously mock it.
And the DC for that is still a
13, yes.
At disadvantage because it is very sensitive about the number of its mouths.
I've seen worse mouths in a house of ill repute.
A couple of the eyes on different sides of its body seem to focus on you for a moment, and it replies with a...
Wow.
You have no idea what that means.
Yeah.
It's thirsty. It's dry. It's been in there with no water.
I don't think I speak that language either.
Not even a little bit.
So did it take damage?
No, it did not.
Not even sure.
But it hurt me, so...
Well, it has ears, it said, right?
No.
No.
Mouths,
damn.
eyes, and a lot of goo.
Okay.
I just needed to be able to
Hear you.
hear me, which it obviously did.
It reads lips. That's what it does.
Zeo. So it is now your turn.
So a D8, you said? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Strength save first, right?
Yes, first your strength save.
Bill gets to see what happens first.
That'll be a 12.
You manage to pass that particular one. You manage to pull your feet out of the pudding-like surface.
That's not fun.
Ew.
Oh, wow,
And
that is gross.
now give me a roll of a d8.
It's the pointy one with 8 sides.
6.
With
Well.
that being the one position,
Okay, so what's his face? Yep.
roll another d8.
2.
Okay. Awesome. The gibbering, hissing, screaming sound just fills your mind to the point where you can't even determine exactly where you are or what direction you're going, and you just know you have to get the fuck away from it. You can take no action or bonus action, and you must move all of your movement
In that direction?
to move in that direction.
Into the building. Yay.
No, I can go by. Off into the woods.
No, all of your movement.
Oh, does that mean double move? Or
No,
Okay.
no. Yeah, just your
Sorry.
single move because you can't.
Well, I can't take an action, so I can't sack my action to double move.
Well, you would be taking an action to dash in that case, but yes, you can't do
But
it
I
since you
can't
don't
take
have the
action,
action. So,
Very true.
And on your way by it, it will use its reaction
Oh, man.
to bite at you.
I wanted to
Well,
get away
that's-
from it anyway. Wait, which mouth is it biting me with?
It has several.
It's the buck teeth one.
Your armor class is a
18.
18.
Beaver attack.
You feel something hit you on the back of your shoulder, but thankfully the teeth do not get through. Like you actually see the mouth stretch away from its body as he's moving away from it.
That's so cool. This is weird. And new. I don't like it.
Alaros, you're now up. Please roll a d8.
That is a 4.
The screaming in your head just blinds out everything until that is the only thing, the only thought reverberating in your mind. You are struck dumb this round and can take no action.
Well, that's butthole. All right.
All right. That will bring us to Corbin.
Now I'm next to it. Do I have to make a strength check to escape?
You do have to make that strength check because you're standing in the pudding.
19.
You make the strength check,
Okay. I will stab at it
and you stab at thee.
with Chaos Thorn.
Yes, the spear that is glowing quite brightly.
Oh, 10.
You, sir, have struck it. Roll damage.
Nice.
Yeah, this monster's full of good news, bad news.
All right, 9 points of damage.
All right.
And
I'm sorry, you both should have gotten a save at the end of your turn. My bad,
Well, we've moved on.
I believe. 9 points of damage, you said?
Yes, sir.
Was that weapon? Was it only a detect thing, or did it do?
No,
more
it has a
damage?
+1.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Next
+1 to
round it gets
damage
more
too,
interesting.
wasn't it? Thank you.
No problem.
It was a +1 weapon, if I remember correctly.
So
I
it
wrote
was
it
10
down.
points of damage.
Yes.
Okay. I'm good with that.
Nice round number.
Anything else, sir?
Thank you, Bard. No, I am good. The Keeper of Knowledge and Tactics.
Nadia.
Well, on your 3 roll, I was like, well, next round he has the weapon good against it. I will give him a inspiration die, and then you still hit. And I was like, I don't
we need
waste
to worry about these. Yeah.
Yeah, if someone wants to add that where Zia was standing.
I'm sorry, I put him back on the table. God darn you.
Alrighty.
Gods darn you.
Nadia feels like she's going to be calling on her goddess a little bit more often
Oh.
as she calls upon the sacred flame of Zenobia. And it rolls a natural 20 on its saving throw.
Wow.
About the only way it's missing.
Does it just like part and then like go back into itself?
You see it separate. Flame spurts up off the ground where it used to occupy and then just flows back together again. Still going.
That is just not okay.
In my head, you went, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Can we have this episode debut on Christmas? That'd be great.
It might be a little while before they get to hear it then.
She doesn't really want to move closer. But she also doesn't want Corbin to be the only one up there. So she will step into the porridge.
Wow, that was foolish.
Raising her shield and letting go of her amulet to dangle against her chest while she pulls out her mace. And now it's...
Yes, you cannot give
turn.
him the clear glass bottle.
All of those mouths rear up and attempt to bite you, Corbin. Several mouths attached to your shield with a sucker-like sound does not reach you yourself.
Creepy.
And one of the mouths opens up wide and actually makes a as this spray of spittle flies out at Till.
Creature has absolutely no manners.
No manners at all.
Uh-oh.
Buttholes all over us.
The spittle lands just before Till and explodes in a blinding flash.
Oh, Till,
And
what?
Alaros, I am going to need dexterity saving throws.
1.
thing is full of all kinds of neat little things here.
It's like a Swiss
12.
Army knife monster
12?
demon thing.
And
What am I doing?
Alaros, dexterity save.
Oh, God. Lovely.
Flashbang.
That is 11.
You have both failed,
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys,
I am
flashbang.
and you will be
likely
blinded
going
until the end
to
of its
die.
next turn.
Oh.
struck dumb. I'm blind. I'm gonna die.
Which also means that you lose
If you're
line
deaf-
of sight.
If you're deaf, you'll just play a mean pinball.
That's fair.
Joe plays me pinball.
It was a good joke. I liked it. Golf clap. Till. So,
Yeah, I gotta make a decision about stuff.
oh yeah.
Backup character.
Well, the first thing is that it continues to gibber and make that horrible sound. So, give
wisdom
me a
save?
saving throw.
All I'm picturing is Gloob from the Herculoids.
Ah, no.
No. All right. Now roll a d8.
It's like evil Bob. Forgot how to breathe.
But, well, we all get something different, don't we?
Roll the d8 one more time.
Don't like that.
Pronunciation. That's not actually how it would be.
1.
written.
Blind, maddened by the gibbering sound,
Ah, he got maddened.
you stumble straight ahead.
Did you write it in a different language?
2, 3, until you hit the wall.
You just learned things with Elvin.
I might know some phrases.
And you're also now in the porridge.
I gotta get some dwarven ones.
Ugh. I will never
I
hear
used to
that
do
word the same
transport
again.
between
And that
dwarves
is the
and-
end of your turn. So the good news is the effect goes away at the start of your next turn. The
That's
bad
just
news
pronunciations.
is you then have to make another save.
Oh, so the effect that I rolled for that
Will
will
go
go
away.
away, but then
At the start of the next turn.
I didn't get a save though.
No,
On the last one.
there is no save because it's only a single turn duration.
Oh.
There is
Oh,
no
okay.
save. So next turn, on your turn coming up in the next 3 seconds, after Zio, you'll make a new save. If you fail that one as well, you will roll another maddening.
Okay.
Oh, so this is
So,
unique. 'cause
so
the save comes first.
the effect ends and then it just
then
starts
it just
again.
starts
So
again.
it's a new effect.
Exactly.
Okay.
So,
That actually is interesting because it's the first I've seen of an effect having a save before the end of your turn.
yeah. Exactly.
That's actually super neat.
It's basically, it's just ending at the start of your next.
Yeah.
But,
But it's different because that's the first I've
exactly.
seen it happen.
Doesn't pop up often.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'd use suggestion to tell it to sit, but I don't think we'd be able to tell.
Or it will fold in on itself and create a rift in space-time, and then all of a sudden we're in a sci-fi campaign.
That will not do.
Zio. So, good news, bad news. Actually, the good news for you,
I'm
Zio, is
far
that
away.
you are outside of the radius of its gibbering.
Oh, cool. That's great. I'm so I can do stuff.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Even better. I'm gonna
You're just far away. You can hear it.
totally just gonna chill right there.
You can hear it. You just don't have to worry about going nutty from it. Everyone else will have to roll.
And Toll the Dead.
Okay. So
Remember how
is that a
works.
save?
I believe it is.
Dexterity or wisdom?
I believe Wiz.
Okay. And what is your DC?
13.
It will make the save, which I believe is half damage.
I believe you are correct. I have to Toll the Dead. Here we are. It is indeed a wisdom saving throw.
Anything happens if it
Target
makes it.
target does not say half damage, so it takes nothing.
It takes nothing. All right. It has made the save, and it is fine.
And I guess that's it.
Alaros, you are still next to it, or close enough to its gibbering
So
radius.
I get the save,
You get to make a save.
and it is wisdom.
Correct.
Do not Fail me now. 12.
You managed to make the save this time, and you may now act.
Oh, okay. It isn't at the end of my turn, then.
No.
Okay,
It's at the
cool.
start of your
Oh,
turn.
well, some of the saves you have to actually do
Correct.
it at the end of your turn, and your turn to do that. But in this one, it is not.
This one's exactly. The previous effect ends at the start of your turn, and then you have to make a new save against a new effect.
All right. So, what I am going to do is first off, I want to make an Arcana check to see if I can identify this thing.
Okay.
And that is a 16.
You have heard of these horrible creations before. You can't really call them creatures.
No.
They're called gibbering mouths.
Do they have any... My question that I'm trying to find the answer to is, does it have a particular weakness to a certain element?
Unfortunately, none that you are aware of.
Wonderful. Well, I guess we'll try it the old-fashioned way and just throw it at him. All right. Well, it's a big, ugly creature with a bunch of buttholes. So I'm going to throw a Scorching Ray at it.
Okay. Scorching Ray.
3 rays.
Do you want to fire it from there? Because it will have cover from the two people in front of you.
No, of course not.
I'm also saying that in case he happens to roll one.
To get as far away from that vile creature as possible.
Excellent. Fire 1. Total,
10.
you hit.
Bloody hell.
Alaros.
The good news is it's not exactly hard to hit. 8.
8 damage. Yes, I'm
Alright. Fire 2.
That's a 7.
That does not hit.
And a 3rd. That, however, is an 18.
That is a definite hit.
Some of them I don't like, but I was curious.
Wow.
That's a 2 point.
That is 2 points of damage.
Hey, all damage is good damage.
Yes, it is.
I don't like the first couple.
Take that, you pus-filled
Pus.
toss bucket.
Wow.
Alrighty then. When in doubt,
Toss
always-
Hey,
pot.
who's stealing
Damn
my
it.
shtick?
Damn it, toss pot.
Alaros.
So,
Corvin, you're up.
So you decided to move
Well,
away.
First,
do I need to make another strength check?
I think it was the
you
most
need to make
intelligent
2
thing
checks.
to do.
1 wisdom, 1 strength.
Oh, again with the wisdom.
It is less disgusting from a distance, though not
13.
by much.
Okay, you make the wisdom. You manage to hold on to your sanity.
Strength.
All right, I gotta find
On the
some-
other hand, you
find
are
some insults.
incapable of moving
Great.
this round.
Awesome.
As your feet sink into the pudding that was the ground.
Wow.
Yep. That is all. You may still take your turn, however.
Oh, I can still attack?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because
Can't
it's
move.
still next to you.
Awesome. And
You just can't run away.
10.
You will actually hit.
Again, same thing I got last time. I was
That's
for
not
11
nice.
this time.
11.
Called someone an elf skin. What is that supposed to mean? Sorry.
The spear glows brightly as you stab it into the things. And it recoils from a bit, whether because it was made to kill aberrations
I'll save that
or
one for
whether or not it
those.
doesn't like being stabbed with pointy sticks. It's a toss-up. Nadia will be next. She is now standing next to it. She will take a swing. She has to make her wisdom save.
Get one.
She will fail that one badly. So her wisdom save has failed. Her strength save fails almost as badly. So she's not running anywhere. And her eyes kind of go vacant for a moment, and she tries to shake her head and pushes her hands up against her, one hand against her ears as she tries to shield herself from its gibbering, and she just stands there shaking.
Nadia, no!
Which will bring us to the creature itself, which will take a bite out of, try to take a bite out of you because you keep stabbing it with a pointy stick.
That's why they call you crime.
Yes. it's not having a very good day of biting. It misses terribly. And we need to see whether or not we regain that power.
Look, it's a D100 insult charge.
Wow.
And Dwarven.
Well, the good news is I had forgotten that Alaros was blinded by the previous attack.
Oh, yeah.
However, it has managed to recharge that ability, and so it's going to fire more spittle.
Hideous.
The spittle
Two-faced.
lands right between Zio and Alaros. I need a dexterity save from the two of you.
Hideous two-faced
That would be a 15.
Bloody hell!
Alaros has failed.
That is
And a 15 for Zio?
4.
Yeah, Alaros has definitely failed. You are blind. Zio, you are not.
My wife's a hobby horse. What the... Sorry.
And that is going to bring us to Till. Till, give us 2 saving throws. 1 wisdom, 1 strength.
Wisdom. Gonna make that.
Excellent. You are not insane.
Strength.
You will
17.
make that one. You have made them both. You forged through the pudding. You can actually see the thing now. Actually,
I want, like, words.
I'll just put blind reading on it.
Just like
Until
a
the end of
dictionary.
its next turn. Got it. Okay. End of the Mouther's next turn, which it just had.
Alright,
You
cool.
are no longer blind.
Oh yeah, because that was not a madness effect.
Correct. All right, Till, you're looking like you're just about on the verge of a decision.
Yep.
Shall we
There it is. The Shakespeare insult kit.
Move up and stab it.
do? All righty.
I haven't been having. It's been saving really well,
Yeah, it has.
but it seems pretty easy to hit.
So you pull out your rapier.
Yep.
And take a stab.
Not if you roll a 4, because that would be an 8.
It-
Unless
Barely manages to get out of
Yep.
the way.
Yes, of course.
you are fired, cool red die.
There you go.
We'll move on to purple.
That is going to bring us to Zio.
of course, as I'm looking at something.
Yep. You are still out of the path of... Sorry, you are out of the radius of its gibbering effect.
That is remarkable. That is what that is. That is entirely, utterly absurd. I'm going to ask if its bottom is jealous about the crap that just came out of its mouth.
Okay.
That insult doesn't work. It doesn't really have a bottom.
How do we know? Flip it over and find out. And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast it.
Fire away with the Eldritch Blast.
See, it works, because I just saw him spit stuff out at me.
Yeah, that's... I've got
It
the...
doesn't really seem to understand what you're saying.
There's some great ones.
I got a 24.
I just rolled
You will
dainty,
definitely
pointy-eared orc spawn.
And that,
Nice.
Pointy-eared orc spawn.
Churlish clay-brained hedgepig.
Wow.
I don't know what a hedgepig is, but it sounds awesome.
Eldritch Blast. Right? D8, D...
Eldritch Blast is a D10.
It is D10. Okay.
Yes.
I couldn't remember. For 7
Alrighty.
points of damage.
7 points of damage.
Force damage, too.
Little bits of it go splattering all over the place.
away!
There we go. Alaros, you are just outside of the radius of the gibbering. However, you are blind.
Frogging didn't come to
So
my
I'm at
aid.
disadvantage if I decide to do.
Yes, you also
And I-
can't establish line of sight, which you need for most of your spells.
That's problematic.
Which you need for pretty much all of your spells.
I'm gonna take the dodge action.
That is a good choice.
And
Curl
I'm
up in a
gonna-
ball and...
You heard Till moving in that direction. It's like, okay, that sounds like a good idea.
Zio.
Zio. Thank you. Yes, Zio.
Yeah, Till's,
Till's all the way over there.
Till's fighting.
Till's actually like in combat with it, which is where I'm supposed to be. But
Yeah, we swapped places at some point.
yeah, it's pretty great.
Corbin, you are up.
Now you need a wisdom check.
So yes, wisdom check first.
Yeah,
You
we're
passed
good.
that one with flying
We're
colors.
good.
That was an
I've gotten wise to you.
And now a strength check.
Strength check of 15.
I've learned
You
what clever
also
cloud
managed to
means.
pull your feet out of the pudding.
All right, I will stab at the thing anyway.
Out of the pudding, into the fire.
15
You will strike it.
He knows what glibber glibber
for
glop glop means
6
now.
points of damage.
6 points of damage.
The wisdom check thing.
I know.
Sorry. I know.
Just- I can't yell at them if I don't yell at you.
Yes, yell at them.
Alrighty. So, anything else?
No, I'm good here.
Excellent. That will bring us to Nadia, who is
I'll just
now
keep
no
stabbing
longer
it with
insane.
the aberration spear.
She just makes the wisdom save. She has the best wisdom save out of girl.
Makes sense.
Indeed.
And she will make the strength save.
Indeed.
She will take a swing with her mace.
My wonderful conversationalist.
And she will actually hit.
Woo!
For
Damage.
5. All damage is good damage.
Indeed.
Okay. Next up is going to be the monster. So, first, it is getting lucky on getting back the spittle. It will attempt to, it's not having any luck biting Corbin, it's going to try to bite Till.
Sorry. Hey, you got new armor though, so
I do. It makes a whole +1. So I got
Armor class of
15.
15. It will not strike you. It's just not a good aim.
That is a unique experience for me.
is that what it feels like to just get like brushed off? Wow, that's
All I needed was this cool magical armor, and I would never be touched again. It's weird.
who knew, right?
I am invincible.
Oh, he said it.
Yep.
Now
he
does
dies.
not think of it as he's invincible.
And as they have now passed too far for it to spit,
Yeah, we were like, no.
Nay, sir.
it goes and spits right pretty much
Wow, you suck.
into the space where Corvin is. There is a blinding flash. Please give me dexterity saves, Corvin and Till. And
Such a
Nadia.
random
20.
ability.
No.
Honestly, it's super neat. I like
It
it.
is. It's
Till has made his.
6.
Corvin did not make his.
No.
Nadia
Dex.
also does not make hers. Nadia and Corvin are now blind.
I have blind fighting. At least I think I do.
And as that is the end of its turn, Alaros, you can see again.
All right. As I ready to throw out.
It's not your.
Oh, it's not my
yet.
turn. Okay.
You can just see.
Oh, all right.
Yay.
It ends at
Till.
the end of its turn.
Is
Oh, at the end of
actually-
its turn. That's where I was confused. Okay.
Yeah, that its other effects end at the start of your turn. This one ends at the end of its
Yeah,
turn.
that's where. Yeah.
It's an aberration.
It's maddening, is what it is.
I'm gonna stab at it.
All right.
A vile pudding mush, I stab at thee. 18.
18.
connects.
You will hit. However, give me a will save. Give me a strength save.
Oh, yeah.
Because you are right next to it.
Alright,
Make the will save.
yeah.
Oh,
12.
You have made the will save.
Alright. Strength save. Didn't make the strength save, but I wasn't going anywhere.
Did not make the strength save. You sink into
Because
the
I doubt a 4 makes it.
Nope. You
But
sink
I
into the
still hit it.
Yes, you still hit him.
Did not lose that
Oh.
actual hitting.
Oh. No, you made the save
I made the
against
save.
the
I am not
blinding.
blind.
Correct.
Yep.
You're good. All right. Damage.
No, trust me, I have contingency plans if I'm blind again for what I can and can't do. I know which of my effects require me to be able to see things, which ones don't. Like,
Nice.
extend thumb, stick in mouth, curl up and ball.
ooh,
Nice.
so that would be 9 damage.
Alrighty.
Nice.
More flecks of its gelatinous hide splatter onto your blade. You're not sure if it's blood or just it.
More ichor.
And Alaros. You are after Zio. I'm sorry. I completely
Why do you let you know?
Why?
I'm sorry.
And you're on deck.
Alaros, it is not your turn.
I'll take the WTF on that one. Sorry.
Honestly, that couldn't have been better. I'm sorry.
Are you gonna go?
I guess. I guess it's my turn.
Let's keep focused.
No. It's like waiting in the toll booth lane.
I'm going to force it to make a will save.
Okay,
Or
what are you
wisdom
using?
save. I'm going to use Toll the Dead again.
Excellent. Wisdom save.
And try it again.
This time it will fail it.
Because it's been damaged.
It's been heavily damaged.
So that makes it a d12 now.
Oh.
There you go.
That's why I really want that to work. And 12 points of necrotic damage it will take.
All right. There is this soft dong sound. And
Bring out your dead!
as the gibbering mouther shimmers, shakes, and then explodes with a sound, covering Nadia, Corvin, and Till with this mucus-like substance that drips from you.
I've been in worse.
As I'm like this, I slowly put down my finger and point to him.
He did it.
Alaros
I
totally
slowly
did it.
do this.
Nadia says, "There is a mouth in my cleavage."
Lucky.
Oh, it's better than a mouth in your mouth.
Ew.
This was particularly disgusting.
That's why it's better than a mouth in your mouth. I mean, they're equally gross. But
No, I
it's-
mean all of it.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that what you just did.
Yeah, well,
It's disgusting. It was wonderful.
yeah, it was really cool.
You need a
actually.
sample?
Shield.
It is now quite dead. The ground is slowly starting to harden. You might want to
Lift our feet up.
Yeah.
Lift our feet up.
There are just these like circular ruts where your feet used to be.
So, is there
That is
still
a
an
neat
intense screaming coming from downstairs?
No. The screaming was entirely coming from the gibbering mouther.
Oh, I know. I'm just making sure there's no more.
Nope.
There's
Nothing
an
you can
entire
hear,
horde of
and
them.
the glow of your spear has actually faded.
Ooh, cool.
Safe to move. Well, from that.
Well then, let's move forth
What was inside?
Where do you go?
into the tower.
So you move into the
Send it in
tower.
Froggington.
Next time on Heroes Play.
Humanoid creatures,
What the force?
each with 4 arms, a pair of legs. Their bodies covered in like the same kind of fur like the wolf spider has.
Son of a biscuit-eating hobo!
We're strategizing.
You stab him through the leg.
Air goes right through. Aerodynamic.
Heroes Play is a Smiley Face Up production, a subsidiary of Aquil Games, with executive producers Andrew Kelbe and Bill Leetch. Visit aquilgames.wixsite.com/aquilgames for more information.